Yo, what up? This is V from FadeinFull Barbershop, back with another 5 tips to make yourself a better barber, part 2. And we back, man. Feels good. I love all the criticism everyone was giving me for the last video and the response that we got from the last video. So now we're back with part 2. And these tips are gonna help you become a greater barber, greater person. You know, a lot of people told me that these tips were helping them, you know, overall in life. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Make sure you slap a like on this video. Before we get started, I look like I'm about to rob something. I look like I'm about to stick something up. So let me change, get into my attire real quick, and then we're gonna thug it out like that. So number 5 on my list is be consistent. Consistency is the key. Consistently stay clean. Consistently stay learning new skills. Consistently stay on time. Now, time is like a very sensitive issue for me. Man, oh man, oh man. People get so frustrated with this appointment system that I have. And it's not perfected. It's not all the way perfect. I'm still working on it. Time is the most valuable asset that we have. So if that if you start at 9 a.m. and your first appointment is at 9 a.m. and that first person comes in at 9:15, then you can't take them. Because then it's going to set 9:30 back, it's going to set 10 o'clock back, it's going to set 10:30 back, it's going to set 11 back. Now you got 10 people mad because you're late. And you're late because you let one person be late. So you have to be consistent. Consistency is key. No matter what. If you're doing walk-ins, cool. But if you do walk-ins and you say you start at a certain time, you have to be there at that time. Consistency. Consistency. Prices. If you charge this price, you have to stay consistent at that price unless you go up. And I'm all for it to going up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never against that. But don't go up every month. You know, I would say 6 months to a year, or if your clientele becomes overwhelming and you just want to, downsize a little bit and you have to go up in order to do, less people but the same time or whatever. I understand all of that, but stay consistent no matter what. Start at 10, be there at 10. If you're doing appointments, stay on time for those appointments. And that's not an easy task. I mean, it's tough. It's not easy. Life is hard. This career is hard. But if you're passionate about this and you follow these tips, then you'll have an incredible career, I promise you. Number 4 on my list is be a team player. Now, a barbershop is like a team. Every team has a star. Every team has a leader. And, that's subject to change. It fluctuates. It goes by seasons. Sometimes homie in the first chair be killing it. Out here cutting everybody. All the barbershop's clientele revolves around him. We cutting his leftovers and his walk-ins that he can't get. But then he might get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? So that's you gotta come off the bench and be a team player. Don't talk about the team amongst the clients. Do not do that ever. You will never hear me talking about, so-and-so, this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. Because we are a team. We gotta protect the team at all times. When we winning, and you're the team, and you're the star, I'm gonna pass you the ball. If I'm winning, pass me the ball. And if I know I'm the star, then I'm gonna be the star while we losing and when we win. I'm gonna take all the shots. If we losing, I'm gonna take all the shots if we winning. Don't be a pass me the ball type player. But then when, we might not be doing as well, don't want the ball no more. Don't do that. It's a team at the end of the day. You can always, if everybody's down, you can always lift spirits, bring in a dozen donuts, laugh, smile, joke. We are gonna spend more time amongst each other as the barbershop team than we will with our family. So it's gotta be some type of brotherhood or sisterhood or what have you. So be a team player. Don't be selfish. It's all about the team. If you're a part of a barbershop, then make sure that everything that you're doing is so that the barbershop can win. Because if you win, we all win. If we win, you win. Vice versa. It all coincides. It's us as this shop or whatever shop that you're in against the world. So be a team player. Number 3 on my list is have good customer service. Customers are the driving force that's going to propel your barber career to the next level, whether you can cut or not. So if you have good customer service, it's going to take you a long way. And my suggestion is greet everybody that walks in the door. I mean, even if you know they're not your client, even if they seem like a Debbie Downer, or if they come in and just sit down and sit on their phone and don't speak to anybody, make sure you greet them, because they're always going to remember that. They're always going to be able to talk to you if you build some type of rapport with them, even if it's like the smallest little thing. Treating your customers with respect and respecting them the same way that you want to be respected goes a long way as well. If you don't know your client's interests, get to know them. I mean, this goes back to what I was saying about be yourself. Ask about the kids, how's work, sports, whatever. My suggestion is don't get too personal unless they need you that way, and then that's fine too. Okay? And know the difference between who's just a client and who's your friend/client. I'll probably do a video on that a little bit later, because that's a whole totally separate subject. Don't talk to your clients about other clients. You don't want to be the gossipy barber. Don't talk about customers to other customers. Definitely don't do that. That's a recipe for disaster, no matter what. I try hard not to engage in that type of talk. All right, so number 2 on my list is know the difference between constructive criticism and hate. Now, hate is going to come from a place of jealousy and just a problem that people might have within themselves, or a problem they might have with you. So this is a controversial tip right here. Know the difference between criticism and hate, because sometimes it's hard to navigate who's hating and who's just giving you constructive criticism. Criticism is meant to improve your performance and improve your self-worth and your skills. Hate is just trying to bring you down and sink your career. Man, this cut is trash. It's hate. I like it. However, can you just do this and do this? Just fix this a little bit. That's constructive criticism. Don't get too frustrated with that. I used to get super frustrated with like customers that just you can't please everybody. That's just the way the game goes. But if they keep consistently coming back, then they like what you're doing. Always keep that in mind. You're not gonna be able to please everybody. It's just not gonna work that way. All right, so number 1 on my list is make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. You have to learn from your mistakes. And one of my favorite quotes is, a smart man learns from his mistakes, and a wise man learns from other people's mistakes. I mean, it's inevitable. People can feel when you're like cutting their hair and trying not to mess it up. People can feel that. It's like, you're scared, like, oh my God, what is he gonna do? You look in the mirror every 2 seconds, You have to be comfortable so that your clients are comfortable. And don't be afraid to take chances, Maybe blend that fade a little higher. Make sure you take all the lines out for sure if you're doing a blend. And I hate when I do these videos and I do every time I say something. So that's a mistake that I'm learning from. I have to take those out and edit those out. I'm not a video editor at all. Like, I'm not a director. I still make these videos for you every week. And I talk about things that I feel like I am an expert in. And this could be a mistake. It might not work. I didn't go to school to be a barber. I learned from trial and error. Meaning I made a bunch of mistakes. And I'm going to keep probably making mistakes. And I learn from other people's mistakes. The old head way of thinking is from, you know, old school. I'm new school. However, I'm getting old. I'm for those that don't know, I'm 35 years old. So I see the young barbers coming up, and I learn from some of their tactics and the ways that they fade and the ways that they interact with their clients. And I mean, even with the app that we have on our website, I was opposed to it. I was booking clients, you know, so busy with actually cutting the hair that I wasn't picking up the phone to make appointments because I wanted the best to serve my client. But I was losing clients in the process. So Rulon says that I should get this app, and I feel like doing the app might, you know, I might lose leverage, but it's an easy way for people to book their own appointment and pay. And I had to be willing to take a chance. So I guess this is like make mistakes / take chances, and don't be afraid to lose. I mean, it's just hair. It's gonna grow back. If you mess it up, it's gonna grow back. The worst thing that can happen from making a mistake on somebody's hair is you're giving away a free cut, or, you know, you might lose somebody, and that's inevitable. For every one person that you lose, you'll gain two. So it's gonna be all right. But don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's gonna happen no matter what. Life is about taking chances and making mistakes. So number 1 on my list, make mistakes. Don't be afraid. My name is V from FadeinFull Barbershop, back with 5 tips to make yourself a better barber. And I want you to subscribe to our YouTube page, leave a like, leave a comment. I get a lot of constructive criticism on these videos in my message feed. I would appreciate it if you would just leave comments and share these videos. We got merch, these hats, these shirts, these sweats, these drawers. Yo, but this is V from FadeinFull, man. Just playing with y'all, you know what I mean? Make sure you subscribe, log on to our website, FadeinFullBarbershop.net, and we'll be releasing these videos every week. Make sure you give me some suggestions on what you want me to do with this channel. We're still working on it. It's still a work in progress. It's under construction. I hope that we can reach 500 subscribers by June. And I think that's about it. V from FadeinFull. Oh yeah, you can book appointments on our website, FadeinFullBarbershop.net. Just go click on the book us area, and it'll lead you through it, guide you through the steps and process. And it's easy pay. You have credit or debit, it'll go right through, and you'll be locked in. No text, no phone, none of that. You know, one of my biggest criticisms is one of my biggest criticisms is I don't pick up the phone, and it's tough, man. I just want to focus on the person that's in my chair that I'm cutting already. I don't want to keep picking up the phone, because I pick up the phone, make an appointment, it takes time away from the haircut that I'm doing, and then I'm like, all right, I got you at 3 o'clock, and then I put the phone down, and I keep cutting, and I forget to put that appointment in, just to be perfectly honest with you. So go on the website, book your appointment that way, and if you want to go the old school way, you gotta deal with the old school problems that come with the old school way. You know, we're trying to innovate here. We're trying to level up. And no matter what you do in life, you know, everybody is not going to respect the level up. Everybody is not going to love everything you do. So just do you at the end of the day. This is V from FadeinFull Barbershop signing off. I'm always repping the gang. Bang!